Came here in search of some very old retro games. This is the Retro Gaming Expo here in Portland. And let's go see if we can find the most rare thing here. What about it? Got Spider-Man over here. Of course, Turtles. This is not Turtles in Time. This is the original that I played a lot. So this game was provided by Ground Control here. It's an arcade in town. I haven't seen this at Ground Control, but this is Forgotten Worlds, one of the rarest arcade games out there. There's only a few of these floating around. This might be a remake. I don't know. Someone might have. I don't think this is the original cabinet. But anyway, what's unique about this game is, if you can see here, there's your fire button is also an analog wheel, and that is how you you aim your weapon in the game. So it's a bullet hell game where you're flying around with no jetpack, and you can get power-ups and all that sort of thing. You know, it's kind of like, I don't know, UN Squadron, because it's a side-scrolling bullet hell game. Yeah, it's just weird. You're rotating your fire button the entire time. So it's sort of a different dynamic, a lot of fun, and you can't really find this game anywhere. Anybody have this at their local pizza joint? Probably not.
This is pretty much my all-time favorite arcade cabinet game ever. This is the X-Men arcade game. As you can see, it's one of the bigger ones that you can fit, 6 different X-Men players all at the same time. This features a lot of the ones from that 1980s giant-size X-Men release. But the reason why this is my favorite here, and we're going to talk about it, is because you can play as Colossus.
In the 21st century.
Welcome to die.
X-Men, welcome to die.
But seriously, this is my whole favorite reason, is because Colossus makes this noise in the game. That is the greatest noise ever in any video game history ever. I love it. I can't... I'll waste all my life just using this power over and over again. Anyways, that's the reason why this is my favorite, simply because of... I can't get enough of this noise. It's just the best. Right now we're in the video game museum that they have going here, and the thing that we're looking at right now is kind of unique because it's the only one that exists ever. This is the Nintendo PlayStation. So this was supposed to be a kind of joint group effort between PlayStation and Nintendo to make like one product that would play both carts from a Nintendo system and CDs from a PlayStation system. So it got made, it got a prototype made, and then it kind of just disappeared off the face of the planet because people forgot about it. Dude and his father ended up like finding the prototype for it somewhere, and they found out they had it in their attic somewhere. But this is it. This is the only one. So get a good look at this, because otherwise this might be the only time you see it. Yay. So I know what you guys are saying. You're saying, Justin, all this stuff is old console things. We don't like console stuff. Well, I'm here to tell you to get over it, because a lot of this console stuff is the granddaddy of the things that you now play on your PCs. So everyone just get over it for a second and appreciate some history about your culture. Okay, I'll admit, I did not know there was a Bachelor Party the game. And these are all from like way back in the day when Activision had like teams and stuff like that from their old like Super Team Decathlon shirts and stuff. This is super cool. All the different worlds. Earth World, Fire World, Water World. Here's the Bible. Via tracks. We've got a Dreamcast, which for those of you that never touched a Dreamcast, you're really missing out. That was like ahead of its time, the unsung hero of the video game industry, and should have gotten a lot more, than it did. Nintendo 64, everyone's favorite. Sega Saturn. Oh shit, a Sega Saturn. Okay, having a moment. Sega Saturn. Old school NES stuff. This is awesome. All the stuff that you old timers watching our site are now seeing and being like, oh, I had that. It's probably in my garage. I can't believe my mom threw that away. All that stuff is here now, worth tons of money. Feel free to hate your mom. These are like if you wanted to just have everything preloaded, then you would just cycle through everything. None of that pulling the cartridge out, blowing into it to make sure it works, all that stuff. So today we're on the vendor floor, and we're looking at all the different stuff that everyone has to offer. As you can see, just kind of on cursory glance, you can see a lot of like N64, Sega games. On top of that too, there's also tons of artwork. We've got these guys over here that do a lot of that kind of pixely artwork, things like that. And there's a lot of really cool pixel artwork stuff all throughout here as well. Lots of really, really neat reinterpretations of video game art and stuff, as well as a bunch of people in all kinds of different costumes, which is super duper cool. So yeah, you can see it's anything from groups that are designing their own games, like these guys here. These guys have designed their completely original game, which is really neat, all the way to people making t-shirts. Like I said, all kinds of different character art and stuff here. This vendor floor has just a little bit of everything on it. There was a dude over here that I saw earlier that I want to check out again. He's got a like functioning R2-D2 model. But look, there it is right there. It's R2-D2. Oh my god, he's charging, but super duper cool. We've got, old He-Man figure sets over here. Castle entrances here. I don't know if you recognize this guy. This is one of the fighters from Primal Rage, the video game that was about monkeys fighting each other against dinosaurs. Can we get a shot of Skeletor here once they're out of the way for Logan? Because you know he's going to want to see Skeletor. Ah, He-Man, I'm in pixel form. This guy over here is actually a little bit of a local celebrity. For those of you that don't know who this gentleman is, this is the Unipiper. The Unipiper is a bit of a local celebrity here in Portland as well as across the world. What do you think of the convention so far?
It's a fantastic show. This is my third year here, and each year it gets better, and it's definitely one of my favorite cons all year.
Unipiper, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Hey there. Hey. Just stores on stores on stores. Enjoy all the free advertising, everybody. So this is the Pig Squad, Portland Indie Game Squad. Again, another really cool local group. This is Emily, right? Can you tell us a little bit about the Pig Squad?
Yeah, so Pig Squad, we're a local nonprofit organization. We are a community-based organization for the indie game developers here in Portland. We provide them tools, resources, and events to help promote their games. And so all the games that you see here are locally made games. We've got some like action adventure. We've got 2-player.
I like
we've
games
got
that
shoot 'em up.
involve explosions.
Explosions. I think for Explosion, you might want to check out. I think it's called Red Shift, Blue Shift.
So we got recommended to come on over here and talk to, what is it, Red Shift, Blue Shift?
That's right.
So what can you tell us about Red Shift, Blue Shift?
So the full title, One Ship, Two Ship, Red Ship, Blue Ship. Basically, this is a local multiplayer Pong shoot 'em up set in space. So the game starts as two captains piloting their ships, keeping this ball in play, but very quickly you add in obstacles and guns, and adds clutter to the environments, and it gets pretty crazy pretty fast.
This right here is the 2016 Classic Tetris World Championship. I have never seen more determined gamer faces in my life. So these are some of the people that are working for the Tetris World Championship. It looks like we got some of the trophies there. So is it like an elimination style thing? Like how does one determine who the winner of all this is?
Well, so today we're doing qualifiers, so it's a continuous, you can play all day long and keep getting qualifying scores.
Okay.
And then tomorrow it's the top seeded champions that play off against each other.
And then it's just like whoever has the highest score at the end of it is...
Yeah, we've already had somebody top out twice.
The max score for Tetris is 999,999,
Okay.
and we had a gentleman that's hit that twice already today.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Damn.
We're talking the best of the best.
So are people like legitimately coming from all over the world to
all
play in
over.
this?
Yeah, we have people from Europe, from Japan, California, other parts of the U.S. We actually did a documentary in 2010 showcasing the championship. So some of those guys you're seeing here today playing, because they come back every year to hold their titles. And this year we also have a school that is doing cognitive analysis, and they're watching players play and like watching where their eyes move and how, like studying how they process gaming.
That's really cool. We should go talk to those guys too. I'd like to hear about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Any other cool, interesting tidbits or anything you want to pass along our way to our viewers?
If people weren't or were a little intimidated by the intensity of the true classic gamers, we do also have SNES for amateurs only. That's a smaller version of our tournament. And then we have in a special version of the Tetris Grandmaster, which is a Japanese arcade version.
Okay.
So that's pretty uncommon,
Cool.
but that's really
Harry
fun.
Hong.
Yeah, top
9999.
player.
Dang.
I know, yeah.
That's crazy.
I can't even fathom. My heart just starts racing when I play.
Is
so.
your Tetris foo anywhere near? Okay.
No.
We're going to go talk to those cognitive guys and see if they can tell us anything too. Thank you so much. So we are here with the people from Rensselaer, and they are doing cognitive studies of the people actually playing Tetris. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing with that?
Yeah, sure. So we study Tetris because we're interested in extreme expertise and extreme skill and how that develops and what distinguishes experts from novices. And we've been using Tetris as sort of a task because it's a complex, dynamic decision-making task. And we have, being on a college campus, we have access to a lot of what we consider experts in college students, because everyone has played Tetris pretty much. And
Fair.
we've run tournaments, and we have sort of our local experts. And we came out here to get our hands on some data from some actual real experts.
So what are you looking for exactly? Like, are you tracking like eye movements? Are you tracking?
Yeah, so we do both sort of behavioral data as well as eye data. So we can collect all of the key presses. We collect everything that happens in the game, so we can, after the fact, look at it and say this is the decision they made at this point. And then we're also doing some eye tracking where people are looking as they play the game.
Cool. So what is this data gonna show in the long run?
We want to find out how they're making the decisions that they're making. So what is it about the board state at that given time that means that that was the right place to put the piece? We're also interested in how expertise develops. So what is different about novice behavior and expert behavior? And can we then sort of figure out how to create experts?
That sounds really cool. You're gonna genetically create a league of super Tetris players.
Well, hopefully we don't have to use genetics. Hopefully we can train them.
Well.
We can figure out, I guess, what it is that experts are doing and reveal the secrets of whatever it is.
Well, that's awesome.
Figure out how to do training. So.
Well, thank you for talking to us today.
No problem. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thanks.
Windjammers for no reason. Serious business right here.
Round one.
Come on. This is intense right here.
Here we go.
Yeah. We need this in the office bad. Oh God.
Here we go.
What happened? Oh, the time's up. That's enough of that.